available. Get quest, Oathkeeper. The mysterious letter. Sumeru City, Sumeru. Go to the Academy AU and Paimon will return to Sumeru to visit some local friends. What could possibly happen then? Answer? I don't know. Real answer? Everybody else knows. Other answer? Who cares? Huh?
Wow, the Academia sure is busy during the day.
Yes, it is.
But where should we go looking for people that we know?
Go to the place where we know that they've been before.
Traveler, Paimon.
Yes, I came here. Like it's normal for me to do that. Also, I can't help but think of Yu-Gi-Oh every time I look at you.
CYNO! It's been so long since we last saw you!
Yes! Really feels like forever. You look like you've been keeping well.
As do you. You don't seem weary at all from your travels. If anything, you seem stronger.
Because it's not easy to get stranker.
So, what brings you back here?
Story quest. Is everything okay? Things, and other things.
Oh, nothing in particular. I'm just...
No.
Funnily enough, we were reminiscing about you recently too. It was at a group dinner. I look forward to hearing about your travels. Something tells me we must have a lot to catch up on.
Really? You were thinking of us too? What a coincidence!
Indeed. Or as I call it, the Biryani factor.
I don't know what the Biryani factor is. But I think the Traveler knows. Well, maybe I've heard of it before, but I still can't remember. I don't know what that means. You're gonna have to clue me in.
You really want me to say the rest? Okay. It's always rice to meet stew again.
God damn it! You made another cringe joke again! Why? And of course you had to bring that to the Nihita birthday event.
Oh, darn, he said it.
You made another stupid joke. Why? What? I win the bet. Wait, they were actually betting with each other? I forgot they actually bet with each other. I'm more laughing at that.
You like that one, huh? You must if you remember it after all this time. Admit the truth. You have long been in awe of my razor-sharp wit.
All right. Here's your 500 Mora.
When the hell did they get into a bet with each other? Thanks, I don't feel it's good to hit the jackpot. Thanks, Fawn. Feels good to hit the... Thank you.
You're exaggerating. It's only 500 Mora.
Yes. Well, to them it is... I don't know.
Hey, 500 Mora is still a lot of snacks to Paimon.
When you're poor! That's a poor mentality right there.
Alright. I'll treat you to some desserts later.
Alright. I'll make sure you don't have a poor mentality.
Anyway, I'm actually investigating a case right now. My mind is focused on work, which is why I didn't complete the joke at first.
Gee, whose mind isn't focused on work? And also, why the joke? Like, I get you want to have fun, but there are other ways to have fun.
A case? What happened?
Something happened. He's a general of Matamaha. He's basically the chief of police in Sumeru.
Nothing major. But after finding out who was involved, I decided, on reflection, to handle this one myself.
Need any help? We only came here to hang out, so we've got the time.
Such enthusiasm. Are you worried I'll forget about treating you to some sweets if you're not around to remind me?
What? No! Alright, was it really that obvious?
Paimon's brain, 100% of the time. Food!
Obvious enough. Still, it's a fine idea. You are the heroes of Sumeru. It makes perfect sense to work together. Alright, follow me.
Follow me, and I will show you where our next objective lies. Follow me if you want to live. No, Terminator joke does not count. Terminator joke does not count. Oathkeeper! It's been a long while since I did a CYNO story quest. I want to get started on Not Line. Please and thank you.
Do you see him? The old man flailing around?
Oh, is he the one you wanted to talk to about the case?
Correct. His name is Cyrus, a former Spontamod sage. He taught both me and Lisa.
So basically, he's one of your former 6th grade teachers that talked about mechanics.
Huh? CYNO'S teacher is in trouble?
It's ridiculous. I'm just an old man who enjoys a spot of gardening, shopping, and wine. What sort of person targets an old retiree?
Professor, I've brought some friends.
Yes, maybe they can help you with your problem, because your problems are my problems, and usually my problems are their problems. So therefore, it's everybody's problems. And the other student walks away.
Ah, CYNO. Now who do we have here?
And the other student walks away without saying a thing. Person. And person A and person B.
Hold on, let me think. A flying fairy dressed in white? A youth who does not seem to hail from this land?
Are you going to talk about Sumeru folklore?
My goodness. You must be the legendary traveler in Paimon. I've heard all about what you've done for Sumeru.
Wow, looks like we're really famous.
Yes, we are, for the 3rd or 4th time in a row. Stop being starstruck by yourself.
I've told him about you before. You are my friends, after all.
Yes. Nice to meet you.
That's right. Let me summarize the situation. A couple of days ago, Professor Cyrus suddenly received a threat letter.
Oh, so it's like the Nouvellette story quest, except it's, with, Cyrus.
A threat letter?
There's someone threatened me. Oh, dang, more blackmail I gotta deal with.
Exactly. Who sends a threat letter to an old man like me, for goodness sake?
This is the letter in question.
Cyrus, I have uncovered your secret. If you wish to prevent it from going public, leave 10 million mora at the back door of the cafe. Secondly, don't come looking for me. You'll never find me. But I will always be watching you and all of your secrets. Finally, if you dare to report this to the Matra, there will be consequences. Oh, they sure didn't mince their words.
Do you expect anyone who makes a threat to mince their words? Do you expect them to not be serious? Honestly?
Clearly, this person must be desperate for Mora.
Clearly, this person is flat broke and wants money.
10 million more. What a joke.
Yeah, I have 100 million more. They should have asked for it. No.
I'm just a single retiree with nothing to my name beyond the tomatoes in my garden. Where do people think I'm hiding 10 million more, huh? In my tomatoes?
I'm jealous of this guy. He actually has tomatoes in his garden. I need to get the tomatoes in my garden going!
There were no witnesses, so currently the letter is all we've got. So, Traveler, Paimon, let's put our heads together.
I don't want to be Siamese twins.
Paimon's ready too.
Okay, fine. You're actually serious about that, Paimon.
Alright, take a look. Do you see anything suspicious?
Cyrus, I have uncovered your secrets. If you wish to prevent it, at the cafe. Secondly, don't come look. Leave 10 million more at the back door of the cafe. Secondly, don't come looking for me. You'll never find. Dare to report this mantra. There'll be consequences. They don't say what consequences are. My guess is it's already the secret. But what cafe are they talking about? So. Description. It sounds like the threat letter didn't come in an envelope. It was simply written on a crude piece of paper and left for Cyrus to find. The paper?
Very good. The paper has a rather rough texture. It's not the typical kind you see in most books.
Not in a book?
Another thing is, some of these strokes look kind of blurry. Could there be an issue with the ink?
My guess is somebody did this in a hurry or used whatever materials they could without leaving a trace.
Possibly. And I bet the paper has something to do with it.
So my guess is we find the manufacturer of the person who makes the paper, and we have a list of customers who are related to whoever's dealing with the paper, and then we have a list of suspects.
Most of the paper around here is much smoother than this, and the ink is absorbed quickly so it doesn't run. This paper, meanwhile, it's very coarse-grained, almost as if it's made from some sort of plant matter.
Why do I get the feeling this might have something to do with Tignari? It's just a guess. Because in one of his voice roles, he said you have to take two plants and put them together to make some sort of a paper. In one of his voice roles. Did he actually do this? Or is it somebody else?
It's certainly not the same paper as we use in the academia. But the ink is nothing special. Just regular black ink that gets a blue tinge when applied to paper.
It's Technari. Are we dealing with Technari? Did he send the letter to Cyrus? Is there a reason why he's going after Cyrus? But then again, I don't know. I don't know about the motive.
So do we think the culprit has a connection with the academia or not?
Probably not the academia.
Wait, check this out. Looks like this part got wet at some point.
Agreed. The staining suggests it was a colored liquid, not plain water.
A colored liquid. So, tea? Wine?
What? Did you make the threatening letter to yourself?
Well, it's like we're thinking along similar lines. Let's go talk to Arov.
Okay. Speaking of, did you do it, Technari? Nah.
Arov. There he is.
Arav Varrock.
Mahamatra Cyno. Sir Cyrus.
I'm going back in a few days.
And the Traveler and Paimon. It's been a while.
Cyno briefs Arav in the case.
As such, I'm inclined to believe that the culprit in this case is a student at the academia. Somebody young and strapped for cash.
Why would they threaten a professor?
Oh, one last thing. I'd start your investigation by taking a look at the cafes in the city.
Oh, of course! You think the culprit spilled their coffee on the ladder, huh?
Really?
They do look like coffee stains to me.
Like tea or wine?
Also, if I'm not mistaken, the letter is written on a type of scented paper that has aromatics added during the manufacturing process. The kind often provided as writing material for customers in cafes.
Ah, of course. Yes, like they sell in the gift shops. I remember now. Zaha Hadid bought some a while back. She said she was going to use it as wrapping paper for a vase.
So basically, wrapping paper was used as a threatening letter?
Understood. I'll assemble a team to investigate the points of interest to meet.
You have my
One last thing. Send some Matra to guard the entrances and exits of Sumeru City. And change into plain clothes. Don't let them see you coming.
Okay. Sneak attack.
Will do.
Great thinking, Cyno. So, where do we think the culprit's at right now?
Cafe! There!
Yeah, they've probably been lying low at home waiting to see how Cyrus reacts.
You're right, Paimon.
Really?
The culprits approach.
To get us to react?
Happens, they need this Mora. But just because they warned Professor Cyrus not to go to the Matra, doesn't mean they know what he'll do. And crucially, the culprits said they'd be watching the professor's every move.
Really?
Huh? Wait, are you saying...
You're trying to regulate every other person here. What?
Found you!
What? Was that actually him?
What are you doing?
You wrote the threat letter!
How do you know?
I don't know what you're talking about. What threat letter?
I sensed someone was watching us from the shadows the moment we entered the House of Dana. You managed to stay relatively well hidden for someone reckless enough to threaten Professor Cyrus.
Yeah, well, are you also threatening that one guy with your spear? By accusing him of threatening you?
There are a lot of people here, but we were looking specifically for Arov. Whoever followed us the whole way was likely to be the culprit.
Could be a coincidence.
I was just listening in, that's all. You know something big's going down when Mahamatra Cyno shows up, right? So I got a little curious. What's the big deal?
You smiled when Arov left. I saw it as clear as day.
Is smiling a crime now?
There are coffee stains on the letter. You mixed some coffee with water, gently smeared it onto the paper, then wiped it off with a wet cloth. All to create the impression that the letter was written at a cafe. Closing off the exits to the city doesn't affect you, because you already live here. And as long as the Matra were focused on the cafes, you would be free from scrutiny. The cafe was a red herring all along. You had to be somewhere where you could monitor the professor's movements.
You can't pin this on me. I haven't done anything.
Really? Then why are you shaking like a leaf?
Because he's wondering that your accusations could be taken seriously without proof.
The innocent have no reason to fear the Matra. But you, your heart's racing, and your eyelids are twitching. You're a terrible liar.
I would never...
Don't try anything or you'll pay the price. Now come with me.
How does he know? Like, yeah, he's nervous because he had a spear in his face. Wouldn't anybody else? Did he actually...
That was over quickly. Cyno already caught the guy.
You're telling me. One minute I go out for a quick smoke, the next minute I see Arav already on his way back to meet up with Cyno. Looked like a young guy, too. Couldn't have been much more than 30. But after what he's done, I'm afraid he's ruined his whole future.
So why would he threaten you?
Everyone, it's all over.
Why? Like, why would he threaten, Cyrus?
Gosh, that was so fast.
The culprit's name is Uraka, a 16-year-old student in the Rataoish Darshan.
Huh?
16? Cyrus thought he looked 30-something.
What?
We checked his records. He's 16, a third-year student.
Dang. Also, that's pretty young for anybody who's ever in university or even in school. Because most of the time I see anybody in school, they're usually in their 20s.
But he looks so old.
What? Why, because you look so old?
Yeah, seriously.
Foolish child. He's too young for the criminal life. What the devil drove him down this path?
We questioned the culprit regarding his motives.
Oh, just spit it out. Nothing can surprise me at this point.
Very well. It's our understanding that Uraka is a mediocre student who has been underperforming in his classes. He started taking extra tutoring to improve his grades, but developed a gambling habit around the same time and lost a lot of mora.
There's the motive right there. The gambling habit.
Down on his luck, he went to the tavern for a drink and overheard some people chatting about Sir Cyrus's comfortable retirement. They mentioned that he's always arguing about his tomato plants with some old woman on the street.
Some old woman on the street? Goodness gracious. Has that rascal attended a single one of his classes? That old woman is Kasharwar's very own professor, Zaha Hadi. How can he not know who Zaha Hadi is?
Is this going somewhere?
Oh, right, yes. So another thing. We don't just argue about tomato plants. And what are they trying to insinuate by comfortable retirement? A man grows a few vegetables and suddenly he's living a life of luxury?
Maybe it's more the fact that you have the time to grow vegetables in the first place.
Uraka mentioned he'd heard a rumor, alleging that Sir Cyrus illegally obtained a large sum of money from the desert before retiring, and kept it for himself instead of reporting it to the Academy. Uraka believes this money to be the reason why Sir Cyrus hasn't kept up with any academic research or other projects since his retirement. And given your advanced age, he thought you'd be an easy target to blackmail.
Oh, Uraka. I'm at a loss for words. I'm so angry I don't know where to start.
People make up rumors all the time. I am quite confident that Professor Cyrus has never embezzled a mora in his life.
Right.
Arav, you'll have to find some excuse to interrogate Uraka again later. I need you to deliver a few firm fistfuls to him on my behalf.
Okay.
I completely understand how you feel, Sir Cyrus, but I'm afraid that course of action goes against the Matra's principles.
You're asking them to torture the poor kid?
Professor, there's no need to be childish about that.
Oh, come on. I was clearly joking.
Okay. Where does this go from here?
The Academia will determine the appropriate disciplinary action against the student. And as for the individuals spreading rumors about the professor's obsession with tomatoes and some old woman on the street, there could be a slander case here. The Matra will continue to investigate.
Who said I'm obsessed with some old woman on the street? Mind your wording or you'll start a whole new rumor.
Exactly what I said, but yeah?
You seem confused. Oh, don't you understand?
It's just tomatoes and an old woman. You don't need to make a big deal of that.
Uraka is just a young boy who made a very rash and very stupid decision based on some groundless rumor he heard. Besides, I didn't actually hand over any mora to him. The whole thing sounds a lot worse than it is. All it costs me is a little reputational damage.
Please rest assured, Professor, that the Academia will issue a fair and reasonable punishment.
Yes, I have no doubt about that. But as a former educator, I'd still like to have a serious conversation with the boy's parents. Their family lives in the city, yes?
What if they don't?
Correct.
Oh, they do.
We looked into the family. Both parents are merchants, and they're often away on business. They've never taken much of an active role in their children's lives.
Oh, what a mess. You don't have to seal the evidence away yet, do you? I'd like to have that letter back for the time being, if possible. I need something concrete for when I talk to the family tonight. We have to show them how serious this situation is.
Yeah, but are we creating a problem much bigger than it already is?
The relevant authorities have already reviewed the evidence and are now discussing Araka's punishment. You can hold on to the letter for now.
Oh, so you'll be able to close the case in 2 days.
2 days?
Give or take. Cases like this are quick to resolve.
Very good. Well, thank you for all your help. Perhaps we can all go for a meal together. Oh, my treat of...
My apologies, Sir Cyrus, but I have a prior commitment. Enjoy the meal.
Ah, I see. Well, that's a pity. But Cyno, you have to come. Ah, and isn't Tighnari in town at the moment? Bring him along, too.
Tighnari's somehow involved in this story quest.
Wait, you mean Tighnari's in the city?
Yes.
He is. Tighnari's master, Sir Nephis, called him and Kale to the Academia to help out on a project. They should be at Nephis's office at this hour. Though I must say, I'm surprised you're extending an invitation to Tighnari. Did you do something to offend Sir Nephis?
Don't be outrageous. Nephis offends me all the time. It's never the other way around. Anyway, hurry up and fetch Tighnari. I'll head over to the tavern with the Traveler and Paimon. See you there. Go on now.
Because sleep helps. There's Tighnari and Carle.
Not to brag, but we never had problems like this at Ratawa Hist back when I was still teaching. And if you don't want to take my word for it, you can ask them. They were students at the time. They'll tell you what it was like.
I was out in the forest at least 4 days a week back then, thanks to a colossal workload from Master. It wrought havoc on my poor tail, so I didn't exactly keep up to date with what was going on at the... Most of what I know, I heard from Cyno after the fact.
Professor's become
what?
a lot more laid back in his retirement. He used to be far stricter, and was especially known for being extremely principled.
Yeah, like you, except you went straight to cringe.
Wow. It's hard enough to stay true to your principles as a normal person. I can't imagine doing that as a sage.
Yeah, well, he's not like one of the sages who got kicked out, and I'm really starting to wonder, is he?
It's a pity Kale wasn't around at the time. I would have happily taken her on as a student.
And then we'd have one more person who has to address Lisa as upper-class woman.
Really? Can't you just call her Lisa? She seems to prefer it when people treat her...
Oh,
No.
believe me. Back when she was a student, nothing made her happier than the younger students acknowledging her seniority.
And then we talk for a bit. And then we get stuff.
Whoa, more food? Are you sure about this? We don't want to take advantage.
Says the person, same person who all they ever think about is food!
Oh, don't worry about it. Order whatever you like. And if it's not enough, order some more. After all your help today, treating you to dinner is the least I can do.
Lisa was a top student from the academia. I don't know her, but I'll have to figure it out.
I thought I heard some familiar voices. Ah, and Sir Cyrus is here as well.
Oh, Kave, it's been a while. Zahahadi was talking about you last month.
I've been all right, thank you. You're looking very well, sir.
Have you eaten yet? Care to join us?
Is there any more seats?
That's awfully kind of you, but I had a late lunch, so I'm not really hungry just yet. I'll have dinner a little bit later tonight. I just came to Lombard's to buy some wine, and when I heard some voices I recognized, I thought I'd come and say hello. So what's the occasion, anyway? Some sort of celebration?
Consolation, more like. You wouldn't believe the day I've had.
You were threatened by a student who's down on his luck, and that student probably doesn't have a future anymore. Vividly recounts the day's events for the benefit of those who weren't there. Wait, does it
Sounds
say?
like things have really gone downhill since I was there. My whole time as a student, I've never heard of anything remotely like that.
A student threatening a professor.
I can't believe how young the guy is. What are his parents going to think?
Young people are always more susceptible to making rash and ill-advised decisions. Their minds are still developing. It's just an unfortunate fact of life.
Do I get to say the same about old people? Or is it just one way?
But still, this boy has some nerve.
Wow, yeah. Jeez.
I will always be watching you and all of your secrets. And then he just followed you into the house of Dana?
If this were my son, he'd get the scolding of a lifetime.
Luckily, I'm also an extremely principled person.
Ave! Your order's ready, sir!
Coming. I'll have to get going. Have a nice evening, everyone.
Okay, bye-bye!
Okay.
Here I am. The coffee beans are in here, too.
Yep, it's all there. I'll stop babbling away now. Let's eat before the food gets cold.
Is anything heated? I don't know. You're busy chatting, most forgot about the food, and nobody ate anything. Luckily, it's hot and enjoy a delicious celebratory meal after a crazy day. More like conciliatory, but what the hell? Now what?
Oh, too tasty. Paimon's belly is about to explode.
Yes.
Mine too. I'll have to walk home to burn some of it off.
Thanks for dinner, Sir Cyrus. Master Tainari and I will bring you some homemade herbal tea next time. It'll do wonders for your sleep.
Okay, or you could just have melatonin. That also works.
Well, I look forward to that. In fact, could I trouble you to bring a little extra?
No problem at all. I'll pack some up and bring...
Okay.
I'll see you all later. I better head home now and tend to the crop.
Good night, Professor. Don't let those tomatoes keep you up too late.
Goddamn. Why? Why the tomatoes?
Hey, my tomatoes are serious business. I am not about to be beaten by Zaha Hadid.
So it's a competition between you and her?
Anyway, I'll be leaving now. Don't stay up too late now, children. I bid you...
Take
Fine.
care. Have a safe trip home.
What is up with those tomatoes?
All right. Now, we finally have some us time.
Is there something we're not getting and we're actually investigating him by playing along? Like, that little kid's future has been ruined. Are we actually playing... Like, is this the guy we're actually investigating? And that kid is like a scapegoat? Because we never heard anything from the kid. It's just everybody else. And we're just playing along. Because, like, something's going on here.
What do you mean, us time?
We're still investigating him, aren't we?
Well, I was talking with Tainari and Kale, and since we all have some free time, we thought we could all go camping together.
Camping? Oh, that sounds fun. Paimon's in!
Why are we camping?
Right? It's been so long since we did something fun together.
Everyone, let's meet tomorrow afternoon at the riverbank to the southeast of Gandharvaville.
Okay.
No need to bring anything. We've already packed everything for the trip.
You got it. We'll be...
Great. Then we'll see you tomorrow.
Okay. That's it. In the middle of nowhere.
We're here!
Hi here.
Wow, you guys are ahead of the game. You set up the tents already?
I'd
Yes.
say we're right about on schedule, actually. We were aiming to have them set up before you arrived.
Mm-hmm. Now what? Why are we camping? Why are we setting up tents?
Traveler, Paimon, let's go fishing together. You got it. Dinner's on us tonight.
Why are we so cheerful? What are we doing? What is the purpose of anything?
I hope I can contribute too. The other forest watchers gave me some fishing tips a little while ago. I'm really looking forward to giving them a try.
I don't know what other fishing tips you got aside from just put the worm on the hook and let the fish come to you. Are we talking about fishing?
I saw some very appetizing mushrooms in the area, so I gathered a few for us.
Wow, camping with a forest watcher is the way to go. They think of everything. And even if they don't, they can improvise.
Also, why is Cyno here?
This is true. I don't think I've ever had a single rough day in this forest.
Okay, what are we doing and why are we doing it?
So, how has everything been going for you?
Well, there's been some high points and low points, but...
I see. Well, in that case, you should try a Valberry. I bought some from the market this morning.
Despite the fact that I manufactured camping just for the fun of it.
Valuable suggestion. Just don't bury your feelings using food.
I'm sorry, but puns are just not worthy enough for me to laugh at. I'm sorry, I can't laugh. It's not good enough for me to laugh at.
All I wanted was to recommend something bittersweet.
Is Cyno gonna make a joke of that as well?
Oh, I have a sudden craving for fruit tea. I'm gonna go fetch some stuff.
Okay. Now what?
She sure made a run for it.
The fact that... Oh, okay. The fact that Colette is running away, she knows there's gonna be more horrible puns on the way. He's gonna make another horrible pun, isn't he? She made a run for it. Running away before the jokes get worse.
Unbelievable. She made a run for it.
It's gonna get worse. How's it gonna get worse? How are the jokes gonna get worse?
So Kale chose the path of tactical retreat. Could it be she foresaw what shall soon come to pass?
Are you gonna make more puns?
My dear friend, you know what I am about to say.
Genius invocation time? Because you're a frickin' Yu-Gi-Oh reference right here?
Excellent. A kindred spirit. A great warrior can sense when a duel is nigh.
You had to say it. You had to make a Yu-Gi-Oh reference. It's time to duel!
It's time to duel!
But it looks like we'll get told off if we start playing now. Let's enjoy the nature for a while longer.
Why would you decide to go camping and then ask everybody to get into a Yu-Gi-Oh card game with you? God dang it, why? Freaking Yu-Gi-Oh reference. Birds chirping away, they sound soothing water, so nice, no one trying to just relaxing and enjoying myself. Except the fact that, Cyno's gonna make another pun, and the weird, awkward music is in the background. And nothing else much going on.
Ah! We got a bite!
Okay. Is Cyno gonna...
I'll reel it in.
Okay. You'll reel those jokes in, why don't you?
Firewood, spices, snacks, and drinks. Everything's ready. Once Kale gets back, we can light up...
And then it's nighttime. And then that bird, toucan, dinosaur bird stay in the same place all day long. Now what? Why? It's so relaxing. It's just so nice to be camping with friends. You expect something to go wrong. Someone's gonna do something wrong. I don't know. To me, it's just unsettling.
There are 3 tents. Which one do you two want to take?
Do I actually have to choose?
How about the one on the left?
Whatever Paimon says.
Well, Paimon just thinks the ambiance here is a little better.
Because it's got light in it.
True. But it's also the closest to the water. If there are any sleepwalking fungi around tonight, they might stumble into your tent.
Okay, then why don't you put a tent there?
Take my weapon. You can use it to bar the entrance.
Everywhere's an entrance.
Anyone would think you were sealing the gates to King Deshret's mausoleum.
Excellent. Then this tent will be an impenetrable fortress.
Guarding?
I'm back. How's your appetites? Ready for the barbecue?
Do you have a grill? Or is it just a fire?
Always.
Where's the barbecue? Also, what is up with a cave in the distance?
Oh, it smells so good. Paimon's drooling.
You just ate a big meal!
Someone sure is desperate to eat.
Wait, what? Isn't that just for steaks?
Whatever it is, just treat it like it's a steak.
Hey, if it works for steak, Maybe it works for other things too.
Medium well for me.
Really?
Okay, these are about ready now then. It'll be a few more minutes for anyone who wants theirs well done.
Because, yeah, everyone wolfs down the delicious food.
Oh, that was so delicious. I
No.
ate a lot too. Here comes the food coma.
Why is there always food? And did I literally see a bird just jump behind you?
If you're tired, then go rest.
Uh-huh.
You must be getting sleepy too, Paimon. Why don't you guys head to your tents? Cyno and I will clean up.
What is the purpose of this whole camping trip?
Tonight, I show you mercy. Our sacred duel will take place another day.
Because you look like an Egyptian character.
Good night.
Okay. And then you sleep.
Paimon's struggling to keep her eyes open.
Okay. Then sleep.
Oh, don't forget this.
Why did it
The
fade to white?
staff of the Scarlet Sands.
Why are you showing me that? And why is Paimon... oh my god, shut up, Cyno, says Paimon.
Wait, you were actually being serious about that?
It's a very powerful weapon. Try it.
The Traveler doesn't use a spear weapon.
Paimon can't even lift that thing.
Fair enough. You sure you don't want it?
I feel like you're going to make a pun if we agree to whatever it is.
Yeah, Paimon's sure. We'll be fine. And even if we do get an uninvited guest in the night...
I got my sword. Let's forget I have my trusty sword, a divine artifact, slayer of countless vile monsters.
That reminds me of a parting king of invocations. I'll tell you about it tomorrow. But right now, it's time to...
Okay! It's one of those friends you gotta bring over. Oh, we gotta talk about Yu-Gi-Oh all the time! Even though Yu-Gi-Oh's not even mentioned. Capture was real or accident, I'm gonna sleep like a baby tonight. And the tranquility, nature's warm embrace, tells you the restful sleep. What's gonna happen? Is something gonna happen tomorrow?
I think they should all be here.
Who?
Traveler? Paimon? Are you in?
Look at this.
What? Why?
What the? What's this sword doing here? Is it supposed to keep out intruders?
Evidently.
What?
Huh? Who is it?
What's this? I recognize him.
Paimon's gonna take out the sword. Yeah!
Really? I'm going back to sleep.
Oh, hey them, Kaveh! What are you doing here? It's the middle of the night!
Maybe they want to go on a camping trip too. Why'd they have to come all the way out
Sorry
here?
to wake you up at this hour of the night, but we've got a situation on our hands.
Now the serious part happens!
Let's get dressed and talk about it outside.
Okay, but what about Cyno? I want to go back to sleep. Where's Cyno?
Something has come up. And since it pertains to Cyrus and Cyno, I deemed it essential to inform you all.
Did Cyrus get threatened again?
Whoa, back up. Let's start from the beginning.
Huh?
Where'd the wine cups go? I could have sworn I left them here after I washed them. Ah, there they are.
I'll have a cup too.
Can you see if the cookies are still on the table?
Cookies. Or brownies, whichever.
They are. And so are the fruits.
Uh-huh.
Oh, this is so bland. I should have gotten a few bottles of what CYNO'S group was drinking last night.
So where was Kaveh?
Do tell. What were they drinking?
Oh, right, I forgot to mention. So, I ran into Cyrus yesterday evening when I went to the tavern to pick up some things. He was hosting a dinner for Cyno, Tighnari, Kale, and the Traveler and Paimon. Anyway, they got a bottle of Lombard's new vintage for the table. At least, I think that's what it was.
Sounds like they're all tangled up in this.
You know what it's about, right? 16-year-old kid tried to extort Cyrus. He was asking for 10 million mora.
I heard some people talking about it on the streets, yes. Didn't take them long to catch the culprit. The sages are probably dealing with the case by now.
I wonder what Sir Nephis and the others will make of it.
Is it like, did we just convict the wrong person? And that 6-year-old kid doesn't even deserve it?
Oh, Cyrus showed me the extortion letter, too. It was crudely written, but the paper had this... give me a sec, I'll sketch it out for you.
Something tells me Alphytha might recognize the symbol on the paper. Because the symbol on the paper could have been important.
Okay, done. Take a look. You see what I mean? I don't think I've ever seen writing paper like this around before.
Interesting. These are all motifs associated with the tribes of the desert.
What? Really?
Take this, for instance. Looks like an outline of a spire, similar to the kind found on some ancient palaces. It bears a striking resemblance to an ancient emblem, one that hasn't been used in a very long time.
Whose emblem is it?
It's the emblem of the Temple of Silence.
So, what does that mean? I'm silent and speechless to describe what that means.
After discussing it with each other, we both agreed that something didn't feel right. So we went looking for you. This was a long way to come from the city. Alhaitham figured you were probably with Tighnari, so Gandharvaville was our first stop. But the Forest Watchers told us that you'd gone camping. Then, just as we were heading off to the campsite, we ran into CYNO. He said he was on a supply run.
Hold on. So what's the deal with that emblem you were talking about? The Temple of Silence, you said?
Exactly.
Something's up, huh?
What?
Give me a second. Let me get Kale.
What was up with that? I don't
So
know.
you've never heard of the Temple of Silence? Well, to put it simply, it's an organization that has existed in Sumeru for over 1,000 years.
Is that the person who was, not the person. Is that the group that's actually responsible for going after Cyrus? In which case, what connection do they have with Cyrus?
These days, you can find a Temple of Silence office in the academia. Theoretically, it's responsible for the custody and disposal of information and documents not fit for public dissemination. At least, that's what they tell the outside world. In truth, it's essentially a vestigial institution nowadays. There's an office with their name on it, but it's functionally obsolete. Historically speaking, the original Temple of Silence is said to have been established by Hermanubis, one of the 7 pillars of King Deshret and the greatest of all sages. Most of the
Anubis.
organization's members hailed from the desert.
The Temple of Anubis. Hermanubis.
By contrast, none of the Academia Temple's current members are from the desert region, nor do they use any symbols connected with the desert folk.
So the Temple of Silence at the Academia is just a fake?
It's possible. The real question is, why? My guess is they're covering something up.
So how do you know all this? Sounds like some pretty top secret stuff.
Sounds like whoever was targeted was, used as a scapegoat, and whoever's targeting Cyrus is actually from within the temple. My guess is that 16-year-old got punished unfairly to keep the suspicion away from the real investigation.
Did you forget? He did a stint as acting Grand Sage, and kept the pay raise even after he resigned.
Oh, yeah! Paimon did totally forget about that.
If you're asking me whether I familiarized myself with the documentation in my office, I would respond that that's a perfectly normal part of any job.
Okay.
So much about this doesn't make sense. Why did the emblem of the Temple of Silence appear on a threat letter from an academia student to Cyrus?
Somebody helped the student make that threat letter?
The student's only 16, and doesn't have any family ties to the desert.
You said you ran into CYNO, yes? Did you tell him what you've just told us?
Yep. He ran off as soon as he heard what we said.
Given that Cyrus is involved, he's probably halfway through solving the case by now. Still, we should try to catch up with him. At this...
If the Academia's Temple of Silence really does exist just to cover up the truth, the sudden appearance of this emblem can't be good, and sure to stir up trouble.
Okay.
We should pay a visit to the Academia.
Yes. As the Sage of Amorta, my master ought to know the truth about their office. You can ask him to tell you what he knows.
If this
Fine.
situation is connected to the real Temple of Silence, the emblem has to be part of a bigger conspiracy.
Kale, Could I trouble you to send a message to the Core of 30? Tell them to keep an eye out for Cyno and Cyrus. Traveler, Paimon.
Sounds like a plan.
Okay. Are they trying to
Cyrus
start-
has been living in the city lately. He rented a place near the field so he can keep an eye on his tomato plants.
Okay, so we actually have to go see his tomato plants.
Here we are. This is the place.
Yes, we are.
Oh, we might be too late. Looks like nobody's home. Oh, Cyno moves fast. If he was here, he's probably long gone.
I know that voice. Is that Tighnari I hear?
What?
Ah! Professor Zahahadi!
Wow, so it really is you. My goodness, whatever is going on tonight?
Conspiracy. Things. Things of conspiracy.
We're looking for Cyno. So, he's...
Yes, not long ago, in fact. He knocked on my door and asked if I'd seen Cyrus today at all. I told him the old fool left early this morning, and I hadn't heard him come back. So we went to his place, and would you believe it? He's gone. Goodness knows where to.
Were we actually investigating Cyrus the whole entire time and we just blamed a 16-year-old for no reason?
It must have alarmed Cyno, because he took off in an awful hurry after that. He never did explain what this was all about.
Well, if Cyrus isn't at home... Oh, it sure doesn't sound good.
Something tells me he might actually be related to the real group that we're looking for.
Professor, did you hear that a student recently tried to extort Cyrus?
Why, yes. When I left the house that day, I noticed he was watering his flowers in the field in complete silence. He had a piece of paper clutched in his hand, and he looked lost in thought. I could tell something was troubling him, but he wouldn't tell me what it was. If Cyno hadn't happened to visit him that day, he'd probably still be holding on to that thing. After seeing the letter, Cyno told him to contact the Core of 30, but Cyrus was very reluctant. He claimed it would only damage his reputation. Eventually, he relented.
Huh? Cyrus didn't want to report it? Well, that's strange. When we saw him, he seemed pretty okay with the idea of the kid getting his just desserts.
Yeah, because somebody else got the blame and not him. But now that this paper has been brought back to him...
As a former sage, it's possible Cyrus still has enemies at the Academia. That's why Cyno was so insistent that he report the matter to the authorities. I was there while they were going back and forth over it.
So Cyrus initially hoped to stop this from going public. But why?
Maybe he thought that we would have recognized the symbol on the piece of paper and connected to something else. He reported only because Cyno forced him to, which means Cyrus must know something about the Temple of Silence.
Oh, dear. What on earth has that old fool gotten himself wrapped up in? Oh, I do hope he's not in... Oh, I almost forgot. Cyno left me this letter to pass on to you. He wrote it when he came by earlier.
Thank you.
What does it say?
My good friend, is a rather complicated state of affair. Unfortunately, I cannot disclose more than that. I ask you to accept that I had to act alone on the stage. Don't come after me. Interesting. The language is similar to the threat letter.
My friends, this is a rather...
Read it.
Yep, that sounds like Cyno. Thank you, Professor. Please do not worry. We will do all we can, Traveler, Paimon. Let's head to the Academia and regroup.
Here, hippity hop, hoppity hip, and on the table.
You're here?
I hear.
I thought you were going after... Ah, I guess you lost their trail.
Yes.
We went to Cyrus's house. No one was there. Cyno got there before us, but he was long gone by the time we arrived.
He didn't say where he was going?
No, he left us a letter and told us not to go after him.
Maybe the letter was somebody else? You share what you learned from Zaha Hadid?
Can't say I'm surprised.
Typical Cyno. Anyway, some updates on progress on our end. I drew the emblem from memory again, but in more detail
Was that the same symbol from the letter? I should have recognized that instead. But I didn't bother to actually think.
I checked some ancient texts for a similar design. The one I found was a little blurry.
Yeah, and we're lucky we found anything at all. It turns out the emblem was all but lost to history.
Meanwhile, Arav managed to get Uraka to disclose his source. The one who told him about Cyrus's embezzled funds was a young man from the desert. According to Uraka, he had a striking presence and was well educated.
Apparently, the two met in the tavern over a game of cards. The guy claimed to be in the city for business as part of a merchant caravan.
So, the gambling was a lie?
Uraka was intrigued when he heard what his new acquaintance had to say, and brought up the idea of extorting Cyrus for Mora. The guy encouraged him to go ahead with it, then handed him some pen and paper to write the letter.
I see. So it could be that this person planted the paper intentionally.
So, how do we find this guy? Did Uraka say where he is?
He doesn't know. He claims not to have seen him since that day in the tavern. The man gave him some tips on how to carry out the extortion, but from then on, Uraka was acting alone.
Nephis and Arav have gone to meet the Core of 30 and review the city's entry and exit records. Also, Nephis admitted that the Temple of Silence in the Academia is just a facade. The true Temple of Silence once came to the rainforest to establish a collaboration with the Academia. But, as time went by, the sages gradually became corrupt and foolish. The
What?
Temple of Silence felt that they could no longer trust the Academia and ended the partnership. They retreated back to the desert about 400 years ago.
Okay.
Ever since its inception, the Temple of Silence has been the guardians of King Deshret's civilization and belief system. They traveled throughout Sumeru, sequestering and guarding any wisdom that posed a threat to the people's livelihoods. At its roots, it was a legitimate and reputable organization whose purpose was to guide people towards the right path.
The Academia of the day knew that the split would damage their reputation if it became a matter of public knowledge. And so, they set up a dummy organization of their own to conceal the truth.
Not only that, but they managed to keep up the charade for hundreds of years.
Dang.
So how did Cyrus become acquainted with the true Temple of Silence if they left centuries ago?
Never thought of that, but okay.
I'll bet that's the question that bothered Cyno. Probably why he went after him in such a rush.
Whoever is behind this, getting Uraka to extort Cyrus was only the first step of the plan. Their true goal in doing so was for Cyrus to see the emblem on the letter.
So it was something else aside from the ransom.
He must have recognized it right away. That'll be why he didn't want to involve the authorities. He probably hoped to take care of the whole thing by himself. Unfortunately for him, Cyno had other plans.
Yeah, because he recognized the emblem, and he didn't want the paper to go public.
Since the desert is where the Temple of Silence originated, that is in all likelihood where Cyrus went.
I have to go after him.
Really? Are you sure that's a good idea, with how you respond to the heat? Why don't we send someone else?
I should be fine, as long as I bring plenty of water. Besides, I just can't shake this ominous feeling that if we don't catch up to them soon...
Everyone,
Why?
I have news from the Core of 30.
Okay.
Master!
Oh, so that's Nafis, Tainari's master? Oh, we're finally getting to meet him in...
Yes.
Pleasure to meet you, Traveler in Paimon.
He's got thick glasses.
Several independent eyewitnesses have reported seeing Cyrus and Mahamatra Cyno leaving the city at different times. Both were heading in the direction of Caravan Reap. I was going to suggest that you join forces with the Core of 30 in this case. However, as I'm sure you've already heard from Al-Haytham and Kaveh, the Temple of Silence is involved. The Academia has made a number of decisions throughout history that I am ashamed to talk about. It may well be that no better choice was available to them, but those actions are nonetheless a stain on our legacy. I won't attempt to make you understand the Academia's perspective. Now is the time for action.
Okay. Now that we finally get serious and go after somebody.
I understand where you're coming from, Master. But I'm afraid the situation might be more complicated than we thought. I think we need to keep a low profile.
Good point. If Cyrus is involved with the other side, or worse, if he's fallen into their hands... Everyone, we have to get Cyrus and Cyno back safely. We cannot afford to lose them.
Need our help? Whatever you...
Really? Wonderful. You have my most sincere gratitude.
So much for keeping a low profile.
Arav and I will continue to follow up on the lead from Uraka. Kaveh, Scribe Al-Haytham, I'd like to ask you to cover the duties of the House of Dana. Tainari,
Okay.
You're planning to go into the desert, correct?
I am. Kaveh, I'll be okay. You stay behind to help Master, and I'll hate them.
Well, if you're sure. Okay.
Thank you all.
Okay.
Arav, let's go.
You'd better get moving. Don't forget to ask for help when you need it.
Will do. Let's go, Tighnari. Hopefully we can catch up with Cyno before it's too late.
Knowing
Now
him,
we
he's
finally get
probably
to some.
covered a fair distance already.
Okay. Now my face is not gonna freeze off. Now, where is Cyno?
Hey, we made it to Caravan Ribat. Where should we go next? Maybe we should ask the nearby guards if...
Hold on. Look over there.
Is that where they are? Is that
Is
where they
that
are?
Dia?
You sure you want to brave the desert alone? I mean, it's your choice at the end of the day, but
Are you
still.
having a Yu-Gi-Oh moment?
It's not my first time.
Cyno.
He's up
If
there.
you're really going to go through with this, then at least take our advice. When you're packing for your trip, budget for 5 days more than you plan to spend out there.
Because things are gonna happen, and it's gonna take more resources than you might expect.
Makes sense.
Thought we might find you here. You're trying to retrace Cyrus's steps, aren't you?
It's time to do the duel! Patrick, put a Yu-Gi-Oh reference in there.
Didn't I tell you not to come after me? I thought I had a good lead on you.
You expect us to take you seriously?
Well, sorry, but we never agreed to that. Why did you go off on your own like...
Nothing personal. It's just a complex situation. And I'd rather not involve anyone else if I can help it.
Takes a special kind of person to get Cyno chasing them all the way out to Caravan. But why so coy today, huh? You only gave us his age and description. Why can't you reveal his name? Is he Sumeru's most wanted or something?
Is Cyrus not actually who he says he is? Because of the fact, well, he is a retired Spontamod, as teacher.
Oh, also, hey guys, it's been a while.
Yes. You're lagging on that? Okay.
Dia and Candace! So nice to see you.
You're looking well. Glad to see it.
Thank you.
Candace and I came to Caravan Rebot on business. We ran into Cyno as he was asking about some elderly gentleman's whereabouts. Some people say they saw him. Guess he stood out as an older guy heading into the desert alone with just a sumpter beast in tow and very few supplies.
Yes.
That's gotta be one heck of a story there.
Or maybe not.
Cyno, it's okay if you can't tell us anything about the case. But let us know how we can support you. We're here to help however you need. The more people we have working on this, the quicker we'll be able to find the person you seek.
No, it's not that simple. If I'm right, he'll be doing everything he can to avoid us.
Okay.
We spoke with Zaha Hadid. From what she said, it's pretty clear that he wants to try and solve this on his own. It won't be easy trying to find him in the desert when he's deliberately trying to cover his tracks.
Sounds like this is far more complex than...
Still, if he started from Caravan Rebot, the chances are that his route took him past our village. You may as well ask if anyone there has seen him.
My thanks to you both. Once this is resolved, I will find a way to repay you.
I swear to God, this is another one of those cases where the victim actually becomes the culprit.
Come on. No need to get all serious.
That's a deal.
All right, so, you all set?
Yes, we'll handle it from here. Thank you again for your help.
All right, then we'll leave you to it.
And don't think you'd be imposing. You can depend on us.
Okay.
Don't worry, we'll keep him out of trouble.
Okay, because we know he might get too serious. Gotta keep some heroes the good guys.
There's a few things I'd like to clear up.
I'm actually evil.
Go on.
So, after you left the campsite, we had a longer talk.
And talk we did.
Clearly, we've only scratched the surface of the Temple of Silence question. It doesn't surprise me at all that the one in the academia is a fake.
Do you have any connection with the Temple of Silence?
I do. I trust you're all aware of the spirit that gives me my power. Hermanubis, the original founder of the Temple of Silence.
Mokuba, What do I always tell you? If at first you don't succeed, blast him with your blue-eyed white dragon!
Mokuba, what do I always tell you? If at first you don't succeed, blast him with your blue eyes again!
But my memory of that time is hazy. It's a good thing that Kaveh noticed the emblem on the letter. Without that, I don't know if we would have connected the dots and realized there was more to this case than mere extortion. Did not recognize that symbol at all. Whether that's because I've never seen it, or because my memory fails me, it's hard to say.
You don't even know if you know.
Yeah, you're right. Thank goodness for Kaveh, and for all Hatham's diligence during his time as acting Grand Sage.
Huh. There was that other clue.
But Cyrus must have recognized it right away, right? Otherwise, he wouldn't have had any qualms about you reporting it. Oh, maybe his connection to the Temple of Silence goes even deeper than yours.
I suspect so too. Professor has never once mentioned the Temple of Silence in conversation. And whenever the conversation turns to Hermanubis and the concept of spirit indwelling, he avoids going into any depth.
Then it becomes Chudy thinking.
Well, speaking of avoiding things, you do realize, don't you, now that we've caught up with you, you're stuck with us for the rest of the way.
And now you're going to help us find him.
I am aware. Or rather, I don't see how I could manage to ditch you en route, so I might as well accept that you're coming with me.
And yet you tried in the first place, which makes me wonder why you tried in the first place.
That's right. Fact is, we're coming with you whether you like it or not, so the best option now is to try to look out for each other.
You can't get rid of us because the developer said so.
Fair enough. Then at least let me buy you a drink.
Works for me. All right, off we go. Let's start by seeing what the guards...
Ask everyone, before we get to the serious part. We're gonna get to the serious part.
Mahamatra Cyno?
I'm looking for someone. So I'd like to confirm any recent foot traffic.
Describe Cyrus's appearance.
A man matching that description passed by Aru village not too long ago. He stopped by to load up on food and walk.
Where was he going?
Let me think. He took a seat by the entrance of the village for a while, and had a brief chat with the person who came to deliver the water. He said he was headed somewhere near an oasis, but he didn't mention which one.
Just go to all the oases.
Do you have a map?
I have one. Mark away.
Great.
Okay. And then he marks away. Then we gotta go to every single place that has an oasis. Because reasons.
There you go.
Okay.
Thank you so much. You were a
You've got a really good memory.
You're quite welcome. Just doing my job.
Okay.
Best of luck. I hope you find him soon.
Freaking Kristen Hamenson. God damn it. But then again, who else?
I see some people over there.
Hello?
Do you think it's safe to ask them what they know?
It's Aiden Kristen. Oh my god, you're right. Aiden Kristen.
Should be.
No. I'll do it.
Because they might see you coming, and they're not gonna suspect me coming. Because when they see the Mahamatra...
Why can't Cyno go talk to them? What difference does it make?
Whoever's there is probably gonna look out for Cyno.
Given my background, appearance, and the way I dress, I might not be the most welcome visitor here.
Hello there. I hope I'm not interrupting. My friend and I are looking for an elderly man who's gone missing around these parts. Any chance I could ask you a couple of questions?
That looks like a unique character here, and something tells me we are going to get an introduction to a unique character here.
Oh, a missing person, huh? Sure. What do you want to know?
I'm just wondering if you've seen him. Let me...
And then you get the details.
So, a silver-haired guy in a long robe, culture type with thoughtful eyes, and he's traveling alone.
He'd stand out like a sore thumb around here.
Yeah, sounds like the kind of guy we'd remember if we saw him.
He's looking behind me.
Uh-oh. That guy's looking our way.
Your friend over there stands out a lot, too. Hey, aren't you Cyno, the General Mahamatra?
And you're not scared.
Yes, that's me.
You don't seem surprised that I recognized you.
Maybe these two go way back? Maybe they recognize each other? Maybe they know each other? Maybe he's not scared because he's not in it for the Temple of Silence? Who knows?
It wouldn't be the first time.
Oh, you're the one looking for the old man who's gone missing, aren't you?
I have a bad feeling about this guy.
Someone's on edge. You don't trust me much, do you?
We didn't say that.
No need to hide it. I understand why you're wary of us. Still, you came to us asking for help. Do you want it or not?
I thought you were a group of merchants. Seems I was mistaken.
Your henchmen don't look like much. But something tells me they put up a better fight than most mercenaries.
Hey! Hear that, guys? You're my henchman now.
Suits me. As long as I get paid for it.
Just cut to the chase already. I'm running out of patience.
Alright. Come with me. All of you.
Okay, where?
Don't you want to find your friend? A silver-haired, long-robed, culture type with thoughtful eyes? Sounds like there's a whole other side to Cyrus I didn't know about.
Why do I get the feeling that we're going to find somebody else who matches that description? Is it actually going to be Cyrus?
So you know where he is.
Just follow me.
Okay. And then we follow him. And then I wonder why... Uh-oh! Thamud Oasis. Why there's a big croc in the water. Should I worry? Probably not. You. Went out.
And here.
What? Where are you looking? There's nothing here.
Is there a secret here or gate? A secret hideaway gate?
Please step back.
Portal?
Whoa! Something's coming out of the ground!
Portal. Hermanubis.
What is this enormous building doing here?
And how was it so well hidden? King Deshret's technology?
Okay, we found Anubis.
Hold on, who are you guys really?
Something tells me they both were trained under the Herman Anubis in connection to this Temple of Silence.
Is this the Temple of Silence? So you're a member?
All good questions. There'll be plenty of time to address them later.
Interesting, we still didn't even get his name. Okay. Now what? Portal?
This is not what Paimon was expecting to find in the desert, especially not hidden right next to an oasis.
God, it's almost like a Prince of Egypt moment right here. Because of the lighting and everything.
I'm scared.
Are you gonna have a Prince of Egypt moment right here?
They must have kidnapped Cyrus. Do you think this is the guy Rocca met in the tavern?
You've seen this guy before, by the way. Okay.
What's wrong? Thinking about your professor?
We didn't
I
mention
just
Professor.
hope for your sake you haven't done anything you might regret.
Me too. Hope I haven't done anything to incur your wrath.
I can't remember the guy. My memory is crap. Unless I've heard him enough times in a row, I'm not going to be able to remember the name. I'll tell you later. Okay! Something tells me the professor was brought here?
Alright.
To study?
You can wait here for now. I'll inform our leader that you've arrived at the Temple of Silence. Sit tight until he comes.
So he's just gonna leave us here unattended?
They can't have been at the oasis by chance. They were waiting for us. Whoever the leader is here, they were obviously counting on us showing up.
Well, why was the professor brought here? Or why did he bring himself here?
So this is the Temple of Silence. After leaving the rainforest, they hid themselves here?
Yeah? I wonder why.
Hey, look! That guy's coming back.
Don't worry. Someone will come and call for you soon.
What's your name?
Please at least tell us what to call you.
Sorry, guess I was so delighted to see you, I forgot to introduce myself. My name is CYNO'S.
CYNO'S.
I'll be here if you need me, but I'm not planning on answering all of your questions. Other than that, you can occupy yourselves however you see fit.
Does he also have a vision on his arm?
So we're free to explore by ourselves?
Yep. I mean, I'm not worried about you running off. Cyrus is here. And unless I've misunderstood, you're all quite anxious to see him again.
Yeah, why did he bring himself here?
He's right. Well, if we've got some time, we might as well take a look around.
Okay. Wait for a bit and talk to everybody. CYNO'S. Do you have a vision? Because the fact that you're crossing your arms, you do have a vision. You have an electro vision right there. So you're also another playable character.
Hey, CYNO'S.
Sure. Although, I'm assuming by chat, you mean you have questions for me?
Yes!
I don't blame you. Not often. The Temple of Silence is a place of quiet and solitude. We don't get too many visitors. Yes, that was me. Although, tricked is a stretch. He was asking everyone in the tavern about ways to make some easy money.
So you caused that Uraka to go after Cyrus.
He insisted that nothing was off the table, even if it broke the law. So, I told him that Cyrus had embezzled a large sum of Mora.
So you framed Cyrus for a crime that he did not commit?
No. That's not entirely true. Let me jog your memory. The letter just said that he had uncovered Cyrus's secret. It didn't say what secret that was.
Yeah, I noticed that as well. And, like, it could have been anything. Like, his secret was the connection... To me, his secret was the connection to the temple, not for whatever that embezzlement thing was. Tell me to use that wording?
Of course. Uraka was a great accomplice, really. Very cooperative with a little bit of wine in him. Did exactly what he was told. And not much of an original thinker, though. It doesn't surprise me that he struggles academically.
Because, for some reason, those who are not very bright don't succeed in academia.
Why did Cyrus leave for the desert as soon as he received the letter?
You'll have to ask him that one yourself. Certain things I can't answer for. All you need to know is that he recognized our emblem. And it was his own choice to take the bait.
Do you know Cyno?
What kind of question is that? He's the General Mahamatra. Everyone in Sumeru knows who he is.
But how do you know him, aside from his title? I didn't ask whether you knew him as a general.
Right, but back at the Oasis, you can't have known who he was for sure, or you wouldn't have asked him.
I've lived in the desert my whole life. Guess you could say I've never had the pleasure.
Ugh, why does Paimon feel like this guy's not being straight with us?
Do you expect him to be straight?
Come on, we've only just met. If I give you all the answers up front, you'll have nothing left to look forward to.
Have you ever been in the academia?
Nope. Not once.
Okay. Why? Why would you trick someone to go after the academia?
Really?
I have no need to go there. Not when the taverns are full of the Urakas of this world. Besides, we're well aware of what goes on at that place. Spies? It's not as clandestine as that. The city gates are wide open. Anyone's free to walk in. You can find out all you need to know just by walking around town and hearing the word on the street.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You. Cyno. Do you know?
I never imagined that the true Temple of Silence would be hidden somewhere like this. We've passed through these parts before, but never noticed anything.
That's King Deshret's technology for you, I guess. It borders on the miraculous. Amazing to think that it's been preserved intact all this time.
That's more like the idea of subtlety. Things that are really hard to pick up on.
We should be wary of our hosts. Still, at this point, we can be confident that the professor is safe and sound.
Dang it.
So
okay, and then...
Here he is.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Now, who are we gonna meet? Is the professor actually the leader of the Temple of Silence? Is that why he came back here? Basically an giant indoor library?
Grandfather, the person you wish to see is here.
Well done, Sethos.
Seriously? He actually was the entire leader of the Temple of Silence?
Greetings, one and all. I am Ba Moon, the current leader of the Temple of Silence.
Is he a different person?
I know why you are here, and I thank you for your patience. Bring him out.
Okay, it was actually two different people.
Professor!
Cyrus, are you okay?
Watch what you're doing!
Oh, my apologies. We have no intention of causing you distress. But you must understand, Cyrus is of great importance to us. We had to find a way to bring him back to us. Cyrus owes me his life, and to the Temple of Silence, he owes a debt of gratitude. I let him go a long time ago, but now, the time has come to demand payment.
I wanted to end my feud with this old bag of bones before you caught up with me. But you got here so quickly. Just leave, Cyno. This is a matter between us two old men. You're all too young to get involved.
So that's why you didn't want to report the letter. You'd made up your mind to come here from the beginning. You only left in such a hurry to try and throw us off your trail.
Some things in life catch up with you, no matter what you do. You shouldn't have come.
Cyno didn't make us do anything. We came here for the same reason he did. To rescue you. We'd appreciate you telling us the truth. Otherwise, it seems a little unfair on everyone who had to stay behind.
So what kind of a payment does Cyrus actually have to pay back?
My secrets are secret for good reason. Bringing them to light can only lead to misfortune.
You're afraid, aren't you? You can't bring yourself to speak of your past deeds to the students you nurtured as if they were your own children.
Let me guess. Because of Cyrus's role as a Spontamod teacher, he might have divulged some things about the Temple of Silence?
You recognized our emblem because for many years you lived among us. You knew as soon as you saw the letter that we, not Uraka, were the ones speaking to you. It threatened you only because you know what you did. Your own guilt convicted you. For you, Cyrus, are a traitor. You once shared your learning with us, and joined us in our mission to revive the might of Hermanubis, to bring new hope, new opportunity. But then, you betrayed us. You bargained for your independence with your past contributions. And then you left, taking with you Hermanubis' might and the wielder of his power. We both know what I said to you that day. That as the leader, I grant you permission to leave, but that one day, the sands of time will catch up with you. And when that day comes, you must pay the price you owe.
Which is?
You really know how to hold a grudge.
What exactly is the whole deal between the two?
Hermanubis' might? And the wielder of his power?
Are we talking about the staff that CYNO'S is carrying?
Does he mean you?
Professor, anything to say?
The moon is right. I came here once before. He rescued me from the brink of death once, many years ago in the desert. When he learned that I was a scholar, he invited me to come here and revive the might of Hermanubis together. It was a great, daring plan, and one shrouded in secrecy. The Temple of Silence had been bereft of Hermanubis for too long. The strength of its faith and its warriors were waning. Bamoon proposed that we implant bar fragments, shards of Hermanubis, into the bodies of suitable vessels. If the experiment was successful, the spirit of Hermanubis would then dwell within the vessel. Many believers volunteered themselves for the experiment. But we soon discovered that the bodies of grown adults could not withstand Hermanubis' power. In the end, Bamoon offered his own adoptive grandson. One other child was identified as a suitable vessel, and his parents agreed to release him into our custody in exchange for a small fortune. These two children were our only hope for hosting Hermanubis' power.
So the whole thing was a ritualistic sacrifice thing to bring back Hermanubis by putting it into small children?
For many years, the Temple of Silence had been in possession of 2 Ba fragments from Hermanubis. As remnants of his raw power, they were exceedingly rare treasures.
Ba fragments, as in raw?
The test subjects were sent into a room that had been prepared for the ceremony and instructed to approach the Ba fragments, whose power had been amplified. If, after some time, this power did not repel them, this would mean that they were suitable vessels. The original plan was for a 3-stage experiment: resonance, implantation, and recovery and observation. The resonance stage went quite smoothly for both candidates.
Okay, because you want to put God fragments in little kids. Okay.
As the second stage began, I realized a decision had to be made. Should we implant the fragments one at a time? This would allow us to monitor the results after the first round and adjust our plan accordingly. Or alternatively, we could implant each fragment in a different vessel at the same time and compare their effects. But as I was deliberating, both Ba fragments suddenly became active. They glowed with a light we had never seen before. I knew that if they were not implanted right away, they would disintegrate and be gone from the world for good. Our 2 vessels had both displayed great promise by successfully resonating with the fragments. Under the circumstances, the thought of implanting both fragments into the same vessel seemed out of the question. To preserve our faith and our power, we implanted each of them with a single fragment.
Okay.
Ultimately, I ended the experiment and left, taking one of the children with me.
Uh-huh.
In recognition of your past contributions, I chose not to send someone to hunt down and kill you both. Your lives were spared, but I have paid a great price for your betrayal ever since. I have always wanted to see you, Cyno. Losing you and your Ba fragment dealt us a devastating blow. We've been in decline ever since you left.
So he has one of the Ba fragments from Hermanubis?
I see. So that's how I gained my power.
Look, in essence, I borrowed your Ba fragment for a decade or so. And now you are seeking justice. If you want to take my life, then so be it. I'm an old man now, anyway. But you cannot lift a finger against Cyno. He is the General Mahamatra. Your actions would be seen as a declaration of war against the Academia.
I'm sure you don't remember anymore, dear Cyno, but you've met us all before. You were so young then, when we all gathered around and celebrated the revival of our Lord.
Is that why this is how Cyno developed his character throughout the years? As a result of this religious influence?
You and he, Sethos. You were our final hope.
So, both Sethos and Cyno, they recognize each other, not because they are members of the Temple of Silence, but they both have the Ba fragments.
You'd like me to return my power?
As a follower of Hermanubis, I have allowed this power to remain in the rainforest for far too long. Now, it is time to reclaim it.
That power is not yours to reclaim. Cyno was chosen by the gods. You cannot take what they have bestowed.
You are wrong. Cyno was chosen, but he was not the only one. My child, Sethos, has the same gift as he.
So those are your terms for freeing the professor?
Despise me all you want. My sins are my own. The Temple of Silence is an innocent party. It is because of my foolishness all those years ago that the Temple's glory has waned. And now I must take responsibility for the decision I made back then.
Okay, good of you to take responsibility, but you're still holding a grudge.
So what you're saying is, the power of one Ba fragment is not enough? You're asking me to return the one in my possession, so it can be implanted in him instead?
Divine power causes great suffering to those who wield it. How do you know that Sethos would be able to withstand it?
He is no longer a small child. But regardless, this burden is ours to bear. And your objections mean little, given that you turned your back on us long ago.
Both my heart and mind are telling me that what you are proposing is a terrible idea. However...
Don't listen to him, Cyno. That power is no more yours to give than it is his to take. You have to understand.
I know. But if this is a question of your freedom versus a fragment of power, then there is nothing to debate.
Sorry to interrupt, but in my view, there are a number of contentions here that still need addressing.
Agreed.
Say that Cyno refuses to return his power, and you also refuse to release Cyrus. Then, we are at an impasse. I find it hard to believe that you went to all this effort without planning for that possibility.
You didn't think that Cyno and everybody else included, like Tignari the Traveler, and possibly anybody else that followed us here, wouldn't have the power to overwhelm you right here and now?
You're trying to gauge where we stand while keeping your remaining cards close to your chest. Well, my stance is, put the rest of your cards on the table. Then we can have a discussion.
In other words, it's time for you to up the ante while we have all the cards in our deck. And speaking of cards, Yu-Gi-Oh! Reference to your god.
Wait, those ears. So, we have a descendant of the Valukashuna in our midst. Splendid. Fate smiles upon us after all. Everything we have longed for, Hermanubis will provide. Perhaps this very day we...
And why did he have a heart attack right then and there? Or he just had a coughing attack? Because he recognized...
Why is he coughing so much? He looks like he's in really bad shape.
Bombing's condition is critical. He must have been forced himself to act strong. His eyesight must have been failing too, otherwise he would have noticed Tignari's ears right away.
Moon, you...
Let's go while they're down. Dang.
Take our leader back to his room.
Sethos.
Grandfather, I know what you wish to say. Leave this in my hands.
Okay. And then we
I don't like to drag out conversations, so I'll just cut to the chase.
He wants the power.
Had Cyrus not stopped the experiment all those years ago, the plan would most likely have been a success. The wisdom of Hermanubis would have been ours. Still, it's no use talking about what-ifs. We cannot change the past. I'm not like my grandfather. The Temple of Silence has a grand legacy and a sacred duty to fulfill. So it's somewhat inevitable for the leader to have an inflated sense of self. But I see things a little differently. I don't believe the temple has the same stature that it once did. Time has worn away at its prestige and changed things almost beyond recognition.
Kinda like how I literally described this whole entire temple before entering it.
So I'm not going to force your hand. You're all free to leave. Except for Cyrus. My grandfather gave him his chance once. And now I'm giving the rest of you yours.
You have courage and wise judgment, kid. Reminds me a lot of Bamoon in his younger years. I truly wish that the temple would take an objective look at the academia of today. You've been to the city yourself. I'm sure you've seen that much has changed for the better. And things will only continue to improve. Why not consider cooperating with the academia once more?
You're asking him to go to school? Did you not ask if if that's something he wanted?
If you hadn't betrayed my grandfather, I might well be open to persuasion. But it's a bit too late for that now, Cyrus.
Your people have been overthrown.
Tighnari made a good point earlier. He said there has to be more to your plan than this, and I agree. All you and Ba Moon are after is the Ba fragment. The professor will accept whatever fate you deem fit for him out of a sense of guilt. I am the one who has a choice to make. And that's how it was always going to be. Ultimately, you want to trade the Ba fragment for the professor.
I'm glad to see you're giving it some serious consideration.
I won't forsake my professor. Nor do I intend to run from a problem that I must face sooner or later.
That works. Then I'll be waiting to hear your verdict, Cyno.
So, this whole entire plan, it wasn't as a ransom threat towards Cyrus. It was actually to lure Cyno in because of this. It wasn't about the professor, it was about Cyno.
Oh, my grandfather still has a fair few things he wants to say to Cyrus.
Mm-hmm.
Are you sure about negotiating with him?
Giving up your power so you can get the professor back?
I need to think this through. Everyone, let's meet again later tonight. Until then, take some time for yourself.
Alright, well, don't put too much pressure on you.
Okay. Group gatherers on the
I've
agreed
taken
time.
some time to reflect on this. If I had to guess, Professor Cyrus came to the desert knowing that he would almost certainly never return. He's a stubborn man who tends to double down when he feels strongly about something. We won't get anywhere trying to convince him to escape.
I agree. My master Nephis says the same thing. Once Cyrus makes up his mind about something, he won't listen to reason.
So that's one thing. A few other things come to mind too. You've heard all you need to hear about the Temple of Silence. So on that, I don't have anything to add.
Other than it's a giant library and an organization.
My own memories of this place are hazy, though. Probably something to do with the overpowering presence of the Ba fragments. That might explain why I suffered from constant headaches and fevers as a child.
Your memory is hazy because of the resulting experience you suffered back then. That's why you barely remember anything.
I do remember having some fleeting moments of profound emotion when vague images would appear in my mind. But I don't recall much, only bits and pieces. I was still young then, and all I could understand was that there was a strong will inside my mind. Thinking back on it now, I suppose it was Hermanubis' way of trying to encourage me, even if we couldn't communicate. The power that came to inhabit my spirit was probably one of the cornerstones of their whole faith. So if the will and might of Hermanubis is a real, intangible thing, and they are its rightful worshippers, then...
You're not gonna give in to their demands, are you? Surely there has to be another way.
No. I have no intention of returning it. I need this power to protect Sumeru. But the temple has the right to make the final decision over its fate, since it belongs to one of the 7 pillars of King Deshret. So I will challenge them head-on, and win the right to wield this power for myself, fair and square.
Okay, so an all-out final battle then.
This reminds me of something Alhaitham mentioned to me just before we left. He said that the Temple of Silence was originally founded by the ruling elite of the day. Traditionally, such organizations are bound by a strict and ancient code of nobility. Kaveh has made similar observations about the desert tribes from his work trips there. He says many of them have their own internal rules. They talk about the importance of never dishonoring their tribal bonds, or the rules laid down by their ancestors. I think we could turn that to our advantage. Go back to them with a proposal of our own.
Wow, and just like that, we've turned the tables on them.
Really? You think they're gonna uphold that?
Looks like we have the same idea. Turn it back on them now while we still can. In terms that they cannot refuse. That's how we win this.
Great. And I know just how to start the conversation. Let's go find Sethos.
Okay.
Sethos, let's talk.
Okay. Talk. And then he came up to talk.
Have you made up your mind?
I have a better idea.
We'll get to that, but first, I have some degree of medical training, so I was wondering if you might let me take a look at your grandfather?
I have no objections, although we do have our own doctors here.
Okay.
Only one way to find out.
To overrule the doctors and pull a doctor house in an effort to see what's wrong with the patient.
Follow me. Keep your voices down.
Okay. So the medical kit performs basic medical exam for Bamoon.
Let's talk outside. Bamoon has fallen into a deep coma, and his prognosis is quite grave. I'm sure that your physicians have come to the same conclusion.
That he's not coming out of it?
He appears to have sustained a serious injury in his youth, which has been exacerbated over the years by the heavy burden of work and now by the effects of old age. Regretfully, I must inform you that based on what I've seen with patients in a similar condition, he doesn't have long left. A few days at most.
Dang, he's on his way out.
Yeah. I've known for a long time.
You're his heir, aren't you? You clearly have a lot of respect for the man. But you also see things differently. You have a broader range of concerns and a more pragmatic approach. So tell me how we can end this on your terms. Let's find a way to bring all this to a resolution while Bamoon is still alive to see it. That's what really matters to you. I know.
Yeah, there's no time to waste here. You know that better than anyone.
You know, the two of you are actually in a very similar predicament right now. Both of you have a very different perspective from the men who raised you.
Right. And you didn't create this situation. They did, but somehow you've ended up having to make the tough decisions.
Right.
Right. We both look at this problem very differently than the people we inherited it from. I accept, Cyno. This all began because of Hermanubis. So let's end it with the rite he himself created.
You want to end Hermanubis?
Legend has it that when Hermanubis first arrived in Tuletula, he sparred with the city's residents. He and his two companions proved their mettle by fighting over several days, winning the support of many fine people.
So in other words, this Anubis character had his whole trial by combat moments back in the day.
That group of supporters were some of the first members of the Temple of Silence, and the sparring matches were enshrined as one of our founding rites, the rite of duels. It's where it all began.
Sounds very fitting.
Is that why Cyno wants to play TCG all the time?
As a fellow vessel of Hermanubis, your ties to the Temple of Silence run deep. So I will permit you to participate in this rite, along with your chosen companions.
So we have to fight a final battle in an effort to put aside differences from long ago.
3 against 3. Sounds good.
Okay.
However, I have some additional terms.
They're gonna
Letting Cyrus leave with one of the Ba fragments was a mistake, made by my grandfather out of pity. It is a long-standing issue that must be addressed for the Temple of Silence to move forward.
Okay.
I can make no concessions on that front.
Okay.
None needed. We're on the same page. If I win, the Temple of Silence must release Cyrus and consider this past dispute resolved.
So in other words, he must put his power to the use, otherwise give it up.
If you win, I'll return my power to you.
It's a deal. Then let's meet at the ceremonial hall tomorrow evening.
Okay. Usually it's
Well,
1-on-1.
After how that went, there's definitely no turning back now.
There never was. Turning back hasn't been an option for me since the moment the professor slipped away to return to the desert.
You have to win. You need this power. both as General Mahamatra and for yourself.
Because holding on to the Anubis fragment within yourself allows you to do more, like holding on to a vision.
Yeah, that's right. Besides, it stayed with you ever since you were a small child. Surely that's a sign it thinks of you as its rightful owner.
Both as General Mahamatra and for myself. Yeah, when you put it that way. I've had to overcome a lot to tame this power and claim it for myself. Not everyone could have done that.
Okay.
Exactly.
The Traveler and I will never lose.
And neither shall I. The desert was home to an ancient and great civilization that, for a variety of reasons, fell out with the civilization of the rainforest. It's just as Dia said. Prejudice has pushed people apart, but there must be personal factors at work here too. I can't shake the feeling that Bamun cares for many more things than he lets on. And I don't think that CYNO'S is any kind of villain. He's just doing what he thinks is best.
Yeah, well, given that Bamun has gone into a coma, it's pretty hard to get it pulled out of that so he can say what his concerns are the most.
Tomorrow, everything will be resolved.
At the tip of a spear, in a trial by combat. Because what better way to settle the differences than a smackdown of fist? Now we literally tell ourselves because video games are too fun to care about.
We gather on this day to perform once more the rite of duels, with the greatest of all sages, Lord Hermanubis, as our witness, for his power and authority is present in our midst.
Okay.
This is our most sacred of ceremonies, and no disruption from the audience shall be tolerated. It is incumbent upon all to observe the duel with the utmost respect and reverence throughout the proceedings.
Okay, nobody interfere.
Representing the Temple of Silence, the Defender.
Okay. Wait, what? Did he get back up? How did he get back up?
Grandfather, you're here.
How did he get back up? He just got out of a coma. Unless Tagnori misdiagnosed him.
A rite of duels after all these years. I am surprised by your decision, CYNO'S.
I know what I'm doing, Grandfather.
CYNO'S.
Just leave it to me.
Representing the Academia, the Challengers.
The fact that the word duel has been used a lot, despite the fact that it's 3-on-3.
Ready. We will fight to have our voices heard.
Warriors, take your positions and decide on the order of battle. We come not to debate what brings our challengers here, nor what will become of the defeated duelists.
Okay.
Are you sure?
Yes. We want to keep our morale up.
I agree. She's very strong. Sending her out first will definitely intimidate...
Okay, then you're second.
Okay.
Sure.
We have decided.
And CYNO is last.
So have we. Let's begin.
Okay. If we're still
Duelists of the first bout, please step forward.
Is this best out of 3? Is Tagnori gonna lose? It's all gonna be up to CYNO? Or is it all like, nope, we gotta face every single last one of you?
Don't forget, safety first.
I don't think they care about safety. Oh, wait.
You better play nice with her, or Paimon will make you regret it.
When did I get Dendro?
A little bit too much chatter from the audience over there.
I had Hydro the whole entire time. 3, 2, 1. Smackety. Whackety. Ow. Done. You had monsters at...
A swift end to the first bout. I now invite the duelists of the second bout to please step forward. When you're both ready,
let's begin.
Okay.
Watch out!
Go, Tainari, go!
Okay.
We drank plenty of water before the bout, so we should be fine.
There we go, trial character. 3, 2, 1. There we go. Boom. And now for CYNO. And now...
Thus ends the second bout. We will now move to the third bout. Duelists, please step forward.
I'm ready.
I'm ready.
So am I.
Okay.
This is the final stage of the rite. I remind you both that the terms you agreed upon in advance are binding.
I really wonder what that means. But okay.
When you're both ready, you may begin.
I am Sethos, vessel of Hermanubis, grandson of Bamoon, the leader of the Temple of Silence. For many years, we have kept our covenant with Lord Hermanubis by guarding the secrets of King Deshret.
Battle of Nubis.
And even in our darkest hour, when we could not see a way forward, we chose not to abandon hope, but to embark on a brave new experiment so that we might prevail. We earnestly sought Lord Hermanubis' wisdom and power, longing to see his spirit and his light descend upon us. Now, I will fight to become the rightful wielder of that power.
Okay.
I am CYNO, General Mahamatra of the Academia, student and successor of Cyrus, the Sage of Spantamad. I fight in defense of my power, my professor, and my nation. And you. I think you left some things unsaid. This is a sacred duel, and Hermanubis is watching. So bare your soul.
Everyone. Old and young, fit and frail. They're all waiting to see how this duel will end. My grandfather is a wise leader. He is also known to be a ruler who is not afraid to get blood on his hands. I understand his beliefs well, and I know what he expects of me.
Right. To actually fail?
But our faith has held us back for too long. After I grew up, I went to the rainforest once, and I saw for myself the people of the city. Times have changed. The people of Sumeru are happier and more free now than in the past. I thought about this as I stood at one of the tallest points in the city. Then I thought of you, CYNO. You and I both wield the same power. Yet the lives we lead could not be more different. Each Ba fragment of Hermanubis stands for something different. Might, glory, and one of many other secrets that have yet to be revealed. I once thought that the nature of our fragments must be what makes us so different from one another. But maybe it's that you've found your answer.
I am more than just a warrior. I am my own person.
Exactly.
So, you're gonna try to put on a show? Or are you gonna put on a show in front of authenticity?
The name Hermanubis has left its mark on both of us. Shaped the course of our lives. We are his vessels. And yet we are more besides.
My guess is Sethos is trying to move away from history and find himself.
So show me your answer, CYNO. Show me I can be more than my faith. More than the power I wield. Show me the person I can become!
Okay.
Bring it on!
So, it's CYNO versus Sethos. Do I actually have to fight him? Or is it just these two? In a cutscene.
That's all you've got? What happened is searching for your answer.
It's over. Do you yield?
Kimatsu.
You won.
Already. Which
Well
is
then.
Japanese for
Looks
already
like you
over.
found your answer.
I give his glory to you.
Let me guess, you're gonna reject it?
I've seen that light. That is the light of our Lord, the great Hermanubis, priest over all other priests. His spirit dwells within that lightning, and his will lives on. Once a warrior of Tynar, he emerged from the barren desert sands to serve the god king Al-Ahmar. After the death of the god king, Hermanubis gathered his followers and the Tynarian priests and led them to the city of Tule-Tula. There, they founded the Temple of Silence, and from that day forth, we became stewards of all knowledge that survived from King Deshret's civilization.
So basically a house of knowledge.
Barely a century passed before war ravaged the desert. One by one, Eremite leaders took up arms against each other in battles that would devour what little remained of their civilization. Only the wise city of Tule-Tula was spared under the guiding hand of the Tynarians.
Tynari?
But peace did not last. Coveting the knowledge of King Deshret, the beasts set their eyes on Tule-Tula. The king of Gurabad laid siege to the city and ordered the sages to surrender to him the Temple of Silence as proof of his victory. The ruling elite colluded with their oppressors, betraying the temple so as to hold on to their rule over the city. They declared that the knowledge guarded by the temple was the true cause of corruption. These were dark days, and we faced enemies on all sides. Our Lord had long since exhausted his strength, keeping the forbidden knowledge introduced by King Deshret at bay. To ensure the temple's continued survival, he broke his being into many pieces and began the ceremony of Hermanubis' legacy, bestowing his power upon his mortal followers. With this power, the temple was able to defeat the tyrant's army. Yet, we were not hailed as heroes. Strange and unfamiliar as this power was, it struck fear into the people's hearts and drove them to reject us. In the end, the people of the temple and the Tule-Tula Tynarians left the city for good and made their way to the rainforest. What followed next was inevitable. The elite of Tule-Tula fell and were decimated. War engulfed the desert. And we wandered from place to place, always in hiding, all the while keeping close watch over our secrets and staying true to our mission. Betrayal forced us out of the desert and into the forest. Then mistrust drove us from the forest into the desert once more. We have lived in exile for far, far too long. Yet, today, the Temple of Silence has borne witness to the glory of Hermanubis once more. Thank you.
So,
How is it? Do you feel okay?
a second shard of the ball fragment. Did he die on his chair? He literally died on his chair, and he has nothing else to say. He died on his throne. Dang.
Grandfather.
He literally died right then and there. No questions asked. Well, actually, people knew it was going to happen, but he had to see it for himself one last time before dying right then and there. You and Sethos and the other members of the temple bid farewell to Bamun. In the Great Hall, people gather around a coffin to pay their respects. The atmosphere is solemn. Dang. You just freaking just croaked while sitting up.
Hey, Sethos. You'll get through this.
I know. I'll miss him.
Sorry for your
I
loss.
guess you were prepared for this. It's been a long time coming, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's been on death's door for a very long time now. I think it was only through sheer willpower that he managed to hold on to this point. At least, he was able to see this chapter come to a close before he passed.
Pretty much.
What's next for you?
Per my grandfather's last wishes, the Temple of Silence should submit to whoever possesses the largest number of Hermanupis fragments. That entitles you to be our new leader.
Man,
Cyno.
Man just refused to die until he sees it through. Dang. Well, props to him for holding out till that last moment. Also, the fact that Cyno has all the fragments.
But that's never going to work, as I'm sure you realize. I'm the General Mahamatra. I am needed back at the Academia. I did foresee this possibility, and I gave it some thought. The fact is, I know next to nothing about the staff, records, and environment here. As such, I am ill-suited to be your leader, Sethos. I believe the honor should go to you. Were it not for this duel, or indeed if you had other intentions, the Ba fragments would most likely be in your hands by now. I'm sure Bamun never meant for anyone but you to be his successor.
You really think so?
I do.
Still, I didn't think Bamun looked very surprised by the final result. Perhaps he had an inkling that this would be the way things end.
Yeah, considering the fact that, as he said, he was on death's door for a while.
Well, in any case, since the Ba fragments are with me now, I guess I can call the shots.
And you can elect him the leader now?
Sethos, I would like you to succeed Bamun as the new leader of the Temple of Silence. You are more suited to the role than I, and I have complete faith that you will be an excellent leader. Just think of it as doing me a favor.
But doesn't that render everything that we've been through up to now meaningless?
No, it doesn't. This experience has allowed us to become friends, which means that the Academia and the Temple of Silence will become partners once more.
For real, instead of a charade, and not as a fake office at the Academia.
That's a much bigger deal than you might think, Sethos. You said yourself, times have changed. You have to believe that things can change for the better here at the temple too.
I will try. To be honest, I couldn't have asked for a better outcome.
Actually, part of me wonders whether Bamun's intentions from the very beginning was just to create enough pressure to force us towards a duel. That way, no matter who won, one of us would have to surrender our Ba fragment, and the power of Hermanubis would be concentrated in one single person. Had you won, the Temple of Silence would have doubled its strength. And were I to win, he correctly anticipated that I wouldn't suddenly drop everything to become the leader of the temple, much less integrate the temple into the Academia by force. He knew that the temple's future would depend not just on the guidance of Hermanubis, but the support of the Academia too. So he made it his responsibility to ensure his successor would be free from the burdens of the past. His plan meant that whoever ended up succeeding him, they would have an easier time interacting with the academia. With one single letter, he lured out the professor. No matter what happened after that, it would result in a net benefit to the temple.
Okay.
And here I thought the General Mahamatra wouldn't care for all these trivial details.
Well, you thought wrong.
You're absolutely right. Grandfather and I considered this from every angle. We had to find a way to mend our relationship with the academia. In that sense, the rite of duels was just a means to an end.
Okay.
Thank you for everything, Cyno. As a gesture of our gratitude, to those that you and Lesser Lord Kusanali deem worthy, I will grant the honor of access to the Temple of Silence. The Temple of Silence has a wealth of information on King Deshret's civilization. More than any other organization in existence but you must be exceedingly careful with your selection of candidates, lest you lead humanity to repeat the same mistakes.
Okay.
By the way, Tainari, my grandfather was so happy to see you. You are a descendant of the Veluca Shuna, and we are the heirs to the will of Hermanubis. The story goes that King Deshret chose the sage Hermanubis from among the Tainarians and appointed him as his familiar. He went on to fight many valiant battles with his Tainarian companions. They always stood by each other, from the founding of the Temple of Silence to the fall of Tuletula.
Now what? We finally resolved everything?
The Tainarians who left Tuletula joined their human counterparts in the rainforest. A few centuries later, when some of the group returned to the desert, many of the Tainarians chose to stay and put down roots in the rainforest. In all likelihood, those were your ancestors.
How fascinating. My father once mentioned that I was named after the Tainarians, but I never knew that my forebears had such a history with the Temple of Silence.
I never knew you had such a relationship with Anubis.
I like this story.
Yes, because it's like we're distant relatives and we just came together and we kind of share history.
By the way, has anyone seen Cyrus?
No, and I don't think anybody cares at this point except for anybody else who will probably care after that point.
Yes. Cyrus. You'll probably find him in my grandfather's room. He wouldn't show it in front of me, but I think he still has many fond memories of my grandfather.
If it's true that you and your grandfather really planned for everything to turn out this way, then I guess he didn't really resent Cyrus as much as he appeared to.
Who knows? Perhaps all of us. You, me, and Cyrus. We're all just pawns in my grandfather's plan to set things straight. He was awful like that.
Someone's got to make the decisions when history is at a crossroads.
That's basically the right answer there.
I will make a detailed report on all of this to Lesser Lord Kusanali, and arrange for an official delegation from the academia to... I'm sure you'll have lots to attend to in the days ahead. But once things return to normal, please come and visit the rainforest again. You should stay for a few days this time, and start to build some relationships.
Go back to the rainforest. Go back to the trees. And actually go see the trees instead of the desert. It's kind of better with the trees.
If we're going to work together, both sides have to get to know one another better.
Right.
I will.
Okay.
Well, bye for now, everyone. I'll be seeing you.
See you soon. Come hang out with us, eh?
Best of luck. I was about to say, return to the Academia. And Monday.
What were you thinking, gallivanting off into the desert alone at your age? What if you take the bucket, You told not a soul what you were up to, designated nobody to handle your affairs, and left everyone scrambling frantically to try and figure out how on earth to clean up the colossal mess you'd made.
Anyways, I can reveal myself. Sethos on a Nahida birthday event as chronically takes place after the quest. Okay! God damn it, I can't remember that.
Oh, please, will you stop your yelling? What other choice did I have?
What do you mean, what other choice? Do you mean to tell me that after all your years of learning, and sagehood no less, the only idea you could conjure up in that white-haired walnut of yours was to shoot off into the unknown like some hot-headed 20-year-old adventurer? A one-man suicide mission, That's the best idea that one of the finest minds of a generation could come up with, is it? It astounds me that you survived the journey, and you're lucky that Ba Moon didn't finish you off when you arrived.
All right, all right. Honestly, the way you're going off on me, it's like you wish you'd been there to lend him a hand. Does it mean nothing to you that I'm your colleague and former classmate?
I've got nothing more to say. What's the point of berating an old bag of bones?
You ain't colleagues, so they're almost the same age?
What do you mean, bag of bones? I'm a flesh and blood hero who, despite his old age, saved our General Mahamatra from being stripped of his power. Okay, look. Fine, I admit it, I was in the wrong. How can I make it up to you? What about, a month's work at the Academia?
1 month? Try 3.
Interesting. Okay.
Tighnari's master is really laying into Cyrus. Let's give them a wide berth.
Fine.
Professor brought this on himself. Don't pay any attention to him.
Okay.
Wow, I haven't seen Master get this riled up in a long time.
Yeah, well, the professor's gonna have some payback for what he did.
The last time he chewed someone out like this must have been back when I was still a student.
Dang, so it kind of brings you back to those days.
I think I'll go around and update everyone. Tell them the situation's resolved. Want to come with me?
Yes!
We can go for dinner afterwards.
Yes!
Makes sense. I'm in.
More free food!
Hyman's coming too! Let's go!
Because in your head, all you ever think about is FOOD! Get down there, or is it? Oop! What happened? Uh-oh!
Hey, Kale.
Colleague?
You're back! Well, look who we have here. Would you mind explaining to me what has been going on this past few days? I heard you all ran off into the desert and got embroiled in a major catastrophe.
All taken care of.
We did it! Now stop worrying, you frickin' twin-tailed figure of a Hatsune Miku figure.
That does not answer my question. How could you be so careless? That goes for you as well. Yes, and you too. When you run into problems, you really ought to ask for help, you know? I've been around the block. Don't you think it would have made sense to involve me? And let's not forget, I know the desert like the back of my hand.
Now would not be a good time to attempt to argue with Farazan.
Right, because arguing with anyone is a waste of time.
You're right.
Guess how old if I was on it? Over 500? Because I literally forgot. I don't know, over 500, over 1,000? I forgot.
Mm-hmm. It's not the first time that I've had to talk to you about this sort of thing either. You need to learn that there are times when the right thing to do is get a more experienced member of staff involved. Do I make myself clear? Because if you don't, I...
Going to repeat myself again and again and again and again. Kale's confused.
Kale, please do something.
Please shut her up! Otherwise she won't stop talking, says Cyno.
He's giving me the signal. All right.
Say, Madam Farazan, I can see you're pretty upset. But, I was just wondering. Remember that time you offered to give me a...
Huh?
And she got easily distracted.
Wait, did I hear that right? Kale, you remember? Wonderful. Well, of course the offer still stands. Come on. Madam Farazan will show you around the old classrooms.
Okay, fine, I was off about the age. Usually every other character is like...
Kale getting dragged off like that. Also, check out Farazan acting like some sort of official academia tour guide.
Litter.
Kale! Cup.
Is he asking for like a beer? Cup.
Huh? What? What do you mean, cup? You need a cup?
Oh, it's nothing. Just Master's way of reminding me to stay hydrated while I'm out and about.
I thought he was asking for a cup like he was asking for alcohol. Basically calling out to Kale, it's like, Kale! Beer me!
It's code for let's reconvene at the cafe. Tighnari and I used it while we were in school, and it's become something of a family tradition now.
Oh, that's kind of...
Mm-hmm. 2 people left. Let's bring them along too.
Okay. Kave and I'll fight them. Alright, where was I? Here.
Am I hallucinating? Or do I see Kaveh and Alhaitham engaged in diligent studying?
We're just reorganizing all the books we used. Look, there's a whole mountain of them.
There's no rush. Nobody reads these books anyway.
Oh, right.
My sincere thanks to you both.
Yes, with your help, we resolved the issue rather swiftly and painlessly. And the outcome was better than we could have hoped for.
Cyno confirms I thought they encountered anything that happened in the desert.
I see. The Temple of Silence resorted to rather unique means of self-preservation. It explains how they managed to remain hidden for so many years.
And it sounds like they managed to preserve a whole load of ancient documents as well. I'd love to go check those out if I ever had the chance.
That day will come. The Temple of Silence is a hugely important organization, and we'll be sure to maintain good relations with them in the future. Now, as a token of my appreciation, I'd like to treat everyone to coffee.
Middle Eastern coffee.
Sounds good.
Yeah, sounds great. Although after the last few days, I don't know if I can handle another coffee. But I can just order something else.
Sure.
Okay. Big cafe. Arabian coffee.
And then, the Traveler just pounced on their opponent and knocked him right out cold!
Right.
Then there was Tainari. He put up an amazing fight, too! We ended up winning all 3 bouts!
Whoa! Part of me wishes I'd been there to see it, but I'd have been biting my nails off worrying about you guys.
And you probably wouldn't have refrained yourself from saying anything because you get jumpy.
A truly edifying account of the events. Bereft of detail, but it has livened up the room all the same.
We got into a gigantic duel, almost like Yu-Gi-Oh, except it was a little bit different.
Hey, Paimon included all the juicy details. The Traveler just pounced and then waved their sword like this, then spun around and blocked.
Their sword, not her sword.
Despite winning 3 bouts in a row, you still ceded the position of leader to him.
Of course. Being dignified comes with being a true champion.
I got to be a champion too for once. I've not sparred much with desert folk before. It was a pretty unique experience.
I think it was pretty impressive too. It was very ceremonial affair.
Yeah! Huge place! It felt like something right out of an epic poem! Imagine this. It was like there was...
Maybe save that one for later, Paimon.
Maybe stop talking. Everyone enjoys each other. The Covenant, homage, talk by left of the Temple of Silence gradually fade away.
I think that'll do me for today.
Okay, I think I'll not listen to Paimon for a bit.
Shall we stop off at the House of Dana again before heading home?
My thoughts exactly. See you around.
They actually agree with each other. Okay.
I should get going as well. See you all later.
I need to go say thanks to the Core 30 for their help. Also, Sir Nephis says he wanted to introduce me to some of the Academia's work processes.
Kale's come a long way. She's much more confident at dealing with other people these days.
Yeah, because she's not dealing with Elazar disease, and she's not dealing with cancer. Because cancer brings you down.
Everyone's a work in progress. You never stop learning.
Yeah, true.
Then learning never stops, even after school. It always keeps going. May I please finish off this story quest once and for all? Please and thank you. It's been a little over 3 hours.
That was good. It feels like everything's finally wrapped up now.
Yes.
Life is all about these moments when you can finally relax and hang out with good friends after a job well done. And also, those desserts Cyno got, they were really
good.
Do you 3 have anything planned for the rest of the day?
No.
If not, would you come somewhere with me?
Why? Do you have a third part of a story quest?
That's a secret for now. Wouldn't want to spoil the surprise.
Are you gonna give me another stupid joke?
Okay. I think I can guess what you're talking about. It'll definitely be a nice surprise.
It's gonna be a crappy joke, isn't it?
Well, now Paimon's curious!
No. No. Up here? Up the top of the tree.
Been a while since I last made my way up here.
Wow, look at this place!
Need any help?
No. I'm actually a tree climbing champion. Don't underestimate me.
As you...
Okay, just step over the guardrails and onto the tree branch.
What a great view! We're so high up, we can see for miles!
Yes.
Traveler, turn around.
Why? Are you gonna push me off? No. It's beautiful. A sunset at whatever time that is.
This is my secret base. Somewhere I only bring my best friends.
Mm-hmm.
When I was a student, I used to slip away and climb up here all the time, just to clear my head. I was quite young then, and hadn't made too many friends yet. Back then, I had a lot of the same questions that CYNO'S was asking. Who am I? Why do I have this power? And what should I be fighting for? Our gifts help us to find our rightful place in the world. That was my experience. And I'm sure CYNO'S will figure things out in his own time, too.
Link to the Temple of Silence. As long as her Manubis' power endures. As long as you got both fragments within yourself.
You two really are like brothers.
I feel the same way.
You're one tough cookie, Cyno. You're a true champion now.
Of course.
I still remember one time when we came up here to chat and do our homework. Cyno accidentally dropped a fruit. Luckily, he has fast reflexes.
That was the one and only time. Nothing will ever slip through my fingers again.
Okay, Butterfingers.
Those were good times. I kind of miss the student life.
Same.
You know, Paimon really shouldn't be able to imagine Cyno doing something like that, but for some strange reason, the mental image is coming through clear as day.
Then make it stop. There's somebody there.
Who?
It's Professor Cyrus.
Maybe he's looking up at you, and maybe he knows you're up there.
You guys carry on without me. I'll be right back.
I wonder what the professor has to say about this.
Okay.
Okay.
Huh? Hey, you're not supposed to jump down. Be careful.
Too late. Free falling. We're actually playing a cycle. Professor, what do you have to say for yourself?
Oh my days. I can't believe how stupid I look in this one.
Yes.
Professor, what are you muttering to yourself about?
Cyno. Just the man I'm looking for. Guess what I found in some old notebooks?
Some old photos?
Of himself as a student or a teacher and Cyno.
Can you believe it? This notebook was just sitting in a pile of odds and ends in the sage's office. I must have forgotten to take it with me. I was at the Academia earlier to discuss my workload with Nephis. I swung by the old office to have a look around and just happened to cross it. Well, time flies. Look how tiny you are in this picture. Still a kid.
You look quite young yourself in that one. Ah, it's this one. I remember that. Lisa took it, didn't she?
Yep. Looks like her work, all right. Who else could have found just the right angle to make me look so unbelievably hideous?
And this one. Looks like we're both dozing off.
Oh, cheeky girl. Taking secret photos of us without our knowledge.
Is there something you'd like to say to me, Professor?
Like what? Like, these are good photos, aren't they?
He really wants to get to the so what factor here.
Hey, at moments like this, I hardly know where to begin. I can't pretend I'm a good person. But Moon had every reason to despise me. And well, so do you if you feel the same way.
Don't be ridiculous, you old codger.
Is that not what you wanted me to say? Oh, I've dreamt of that place many times after leaving the desert. Sometimes I've dreamed that I was doing research with them again. And other times, I dream of the day they saved my life. Oh, it was one of the happiest times of my life. You've matured so much over the years, I know.
Since you're my professor, I should save you some face by not calling you out on all the non-answers you just gave. So, I will do the right thing and keep my mouth shut.
Okay.
Good thinking. Take your own advice next time. Seriously, why bully an old man like me? I thought heroes were supposed to be gracious. Hey, wait, how did I not notice this one earlier?
That picture?
Lisa strikes again. Just how many did she take?
Look how cute you were when you were little. I remember how well-mannered you were back then, too.
So basically, the spot that they are in now, seeing the same sunset back then, reminds them of back then when they were in the academia.
Yeah, and look how serious and professional you used to be.
Oh, I can't compete with you anymore. First you get better than me at the deadpan jokes, and now you're besting me at those little quips too.
Don't say that. I still have a lot of respect for you.
Okay.
Hey, what would you say to meeting up with Lisa again sometime?
I'd like that. Let's find a time and pay her a visit in Mondstadt.
Oh, that Lisa! Oh my god.
All right, I'll add it to my schedule. Let's go next week.
Do we actually get to see them go meet Lisa?
Wait, no. Next week is the tomato growing competition. I have got to beat Zaha Hadid.
Or you could find a real hobby.
Nah, tomatoes are actually a good hobby. Finally! Thank you very much and take care. Bye!